Yes. I think in the question paper it is visible right now. Okay. So remember, this is north and this is east. Okay. As I have given in the board. Okay. Right now you come to know. Okay. Right. So I am just in real time, I am just looking at the south. So for me, my left hand facing the east. Okay. So what what is in the book means, if I open the page means, if the direction is given the north, mean this map, whatever the diagram is given, this side of the map is focusing on the northern side. This will be the south side. Okay. Many students have understood in a different way that, for example, I am facing the south, okay, in academy in real time. So whenever I open the book, if the direction goes in the north means people consider that it is a north direction, and the back of myself will be the south direction. Okay. So how come? Okay, even I cannot imagine it. Okay, how come they have understood in a initial way? Okay, say so how they would have mastered the geography. Okay, so I wondered of it. Okay, yes, people are there. Okay, I got literally, yeah, it's an intellectual bomb. Okay, it is simply blasted like anything. Okay, I shattered myself of being a geography teacher. Okay, so if I open, okay, let me ask the people like that. Okay, now I turn to the west in real time. So I open the book. Okay, the direction shows it's a, I mean, in the book, the direction shows the I mean north, but I am facing the west in real time. So it is equal to that. I started believing that this is the western side. I mean northern side. Okay, how come it happens? Remember, dear aspirants, always whenever you want to have the strong foundation, okay, just be clear in your concept whenever you learn. Okay, so it is not so. Remember, the north direction and east direction is concerned only with the content that is given in any particular book. Let it be the atlas or let it be the any book. Can you understand? Okay, right. Okay. It's a very bombarding moment. Okay, when I hear that. Okay, right. Let it be. Okay. So I migrate meridians. These are all the very basics. Okay. Here. So the time zones. Remember the time zone. There will be a twist. Okay. When you are flying from northern hemisphere to southern hemisphere or northern direction to southern direction. Okay, I will explain you one by one. See, this is the international date line. It is simply turned. Okay, for 90 degree they have turned the content. Okay, so international date line is a 180 degree. Remember, 180 degree is neither a east or neither nor the west. Okay, 180 degree is the 180 degree. Okay, it is neither a east nor west. So in the 180 degree is not the linear line. Okay, it simply looks like a zigzag manner. We have, why we have chosen, why the Royal British Observatory chosen this Royal, I mean London, as the primary place to enumerate or to account the prime meridian means the opposite side. The opposite side 180 degree falls on majorly on the ocean, not on the land. If the international date line falls on the land, it will be very chaotic. So that will make a lot of confusions between, I mean, among the people. Okay, so that is why, because majority of the area of the international date line falls on the ocean. So that is why they have chosen the prime meridian on the exactly opposite side, 0 degree. Okay, if the international date line falls on the land means a single country will be having the different date. A single country hosting this international date line will be having the different date. Okay, one side on Saturday, one side on Sunday or Monday. Okay, so that is why, to avoid those confusions, they have started this. Okay, right, let it be. I will explain what are the. So longitude and time. Okay. So here already remember, for every 15 degree of the 15 degree longitudinal extent, not the, so what is longitudinal extents mean? Okay. Right. See, consider this as earth. Okay, let me stand on this way. This is longitude. Okay, so longitude. The longitudinal extent means this between two longitudes. This is called as longitudinal extent. Okay, this longitudinal extent will be used for time zone. So every 15-degree longitudinal difference, there is 1 hour difference in time. Okay, so the question will be like, remember, I want to make you clear. Consider this is a map. Okay, this is eastern hemisphere, this is western hemisphere. Okay, right. So this end, okay, I am just taking this end and again I am drawing another map. Okay, I am taking the end, both the terminal. Okay, I am taking the other side. Okay, so now I draw another diagram. This is prime meridian. This is international. Consider this international date line, that is called ideal. Okay, right. So if it is ideal, the box represents the eastern hemisphere or the western hemisphere. I am talking about the eastern, I mean hemispheres. Whether this box represents the eastern hemisphere or western hemisphere. Ah, that's fine. See, this is 0 degree, right? The 0 degree separates into two. This is eastern hemisphere. This is eastern hemisphere. Okay, I am just converging the both the terminal into one. The terminal is here. Okay, so this is eastern hemisphere. This is western hemisphere. You got the point? So consider this as a prime meridian. Okay, I am simply, for example, so prime meridian. This is eastern hemisphere. This is western hemisphere. Okay, now I am simply dividing the hemisphere into two like this way. So automatically this will be the eastern hemisphere. So direction wise, this is west. Direction wise, this is east as per our map, right? Whatever it is on the right side, it will be east. Whatever will be on the left side will be the west. Okay, right. So this is east and this is west direction. Okay. Now the question will be either they are asking the reference point as the direction or the international date line. That matters. Whether they may ask you with respect to hemisphere. If you simply cross the eastern hemisphere to western hemisphere, what will happen? You are crossing that is New Zealand to America. Here the New Zealand, here the America. Okay. New Zealand to America means if you are going through flight means you will be add up your day. That means if you celebrate a birthday in New Zealand, again you will be celebrating your birthday in America. You are gaining one day. Okay. Remember, if you are coming in the opposite direction, you will be losing one day. Okay, this is the concept, right? Okay. See, the question will be twisted like eastern hemisphere to western hemisphere means you will be gaining the day. Okay, right. So in direction wise, if I take the direction, this direction is east. Okay. From west to east, if you are crossing the date line means what will happen? You will gain the day. But hemisphere wise, eastern hemisphere to western hemisphere, you are crossing. In the case also, you will be gaining the day. You got the point? So here eastern hemisphere to western hemisphere, you gain the day. Western direction to eastern direction also, you gain the day because the same phenomena, the phenomena are same. You got the point? Got. So here the twist will be either they may be asking with respect to hemispheres or the directions. Okay, always keep in mind here they will be twisting. Okay, right. Always whenever two things are complementary, then what is complementary? For example, if you buy something in the supermarket, they will be giving you a complimentary or some gift. What is complimentary, first of all? Complimentary means that fulfills the remaining. That is called complimentary. Okay. So there is a spanner, there is a bolt. If you fix both, then complete. The process is complete. Here, the water bottle. If I close the water bottle, this will be complete. So for this water bottle, this cap is complementary. You got the point? So why come to complementary? Yes, complementary means there are two things are happening: western, eastern, northern, southern. Okay, east, west. So whenever these opposite things are coming in UPSC, you need to remember only one thing. Either you just remember western hemisphere, I mean eastern hemisphere to western hemisphere, we gain the day. That's it. Don't remember also. Don't remember the another thing also. Like western hemisphere to eastern hemisphere, we lose the day. Don't remember. Just remember only one thing. Okay. So whenever you encounter such kind of questions, you just recall only one thing you have read. Then if the question direction will be the opposite, means you just change the your memorized content. Okay. All right. So these things I wanted to clarify you regarding the Greenwich Mean Time and all. Okay. All right. So this is standard meridian, 82.5 degree east for Indian standard time. It's a very usual question. So which of the following states, which are the following states crossed by the Indian standard time? Okay. So wherever you are listening to this CIVILNEST Academy class, you may be from Meghalaya or Mizoram, somewhere else, or across India. Okay, just imagine yourself where I mean you are located eastern side of Indian standard time, Indian I mean standard meridian, or west side of the standard meridian. Okay, right, right. So this will be the questionable area. Then already we know that every 15 degree there will be a gaining of 1 hour. So for 82.5 degree it is 5.5 hours ahead. So Greenwich Mean Time, for Greenwich Mean Time we are ahead of some 5.5 hours. Okay, so nearly 6 hours. Okay, right. That is called Indian Standard Time. So earlier, yes, we do have Indian Standard Time based on the Ujjaini city. Ujjain city. This is a very updated information that is given in the new edition of the NCERT that will be dealing with at the end of this session. After completing the entire geography from 6th to 12th standard, we will be completing the new book. Okay, so that time we come to know the very latest Bharat-based fact. Okay, the government of India have simply wanted to decolonize everything. Okay, so everything they are making to Bharatiyans. Like in future, we may be called as Bharatiyans, not the Indians. Okay, and the term India used by the British Indian territory and all. Okay, so we will be Bharatiyans soon. Okay, right. Okay, so this is all about the question. So here they have given the case study, like okay, some examples. In UPSC examination, preliminary examination, you may be asked some questions like they will be given, the UPSC will give two cities, some degrees apart. Okay, some take it as example, some 15-degree west and 15-degree east. Two cities are located, and how many hours difference between these two cities? Like they may ask. Okay, so you need to know, you need to calculate it. The remember always UPSC will never ask the direct statement from the NCERT. It's all about the inference that you make out of it. Okay, that matters. Okay, right. Right. So this is all about the second lesson. So these are all very basic. Actually, Arctic means what is Arctic? What is the meaning of Arctic? Arctic means in the local language it is bear. Bear animal. Okay, so based on the based on the Arctic bear is living. So the name in the area called Arctic. That is Arctic bear. Okay, so when it is opposite side of Arctic, it is anti-Arctic, that is Antarctic. Okay, but the thing is there is no Arctic found in the southern side. That is no bear found in the southern side. Okay, only penguins are found in the Antarctica. Okay, so the polar bear is a carnivores or herbivores? Polar bear. Polar bear is a carnivores or herbivores? It's a carnivores. Okay, in polar region there is very few and very sparse vegetation. Okay, there will be no vegetation because of the frigid zone. The sunlight also very feeble, so very little amount of grass and something will be found. Okay, so the animals will be very basically nominally it's a carnivores basically. Okay, so there is entry question. Okay, so suppose if you are visiting the northern pole and you find a polar bear, a penguin is hunted by the polar bear, what will you do? This is the question. How will you answer? Nothing will happen because penguin in the southern hemisphere, polar bear in the northern hemisphere. Both will not meet. Okay, and remember the penguins are Galapagos Island is in the Atlantic, Pacific Ocean, not in the polar side. That's what I wanted to say right now. Actually, penguins are majorly found in groups. The schools of penguins are found in the Antarctica, but the southern side, tip of South Africa, then southern tip of South America, southern tip of Australia, and some part of Madagascar are found the penguin. Penguins are found. Different varieties of penguin. How we are looking at the cows, we have different types of cows and buffaloes in our state, right? The same way there are types of penguins. Okay, so flightless bird. Okay, penguins are very interesting thing. Nearly 6 feet tall. 6 feet tall. It's equal. It is equivalent to human being. Okay, if you just stand beside beside a penguin, there will be no height difference between you and the penguin. Okay, remember. So penguins can be spotted at near some zoos. They are just for exhibition purpose. They are rearing, but in the wild, now if you want to witness the wild penguin, you need to travel to Antarctica. Okay, right. That's it. Okay, right. So from that the second chapter is over. Okay, let me finish this the video.